Hedge, hedge, fair dwellers of the tubes. I am back in the Soul Cairn. So I think I'm going to go ahead and dismount my lovely new skeletal horse, Mr. Arvak. Oh, nice. The second you dismount him, he desummons. That is quite cool, actually. And I think it's time to progress through Beyond Death. Serana and I have entered the Soul Cairn in pursuit of her estranged mother, Valerica, and the Elder Scroll she took when she fled Castle Volkihar. Locate Valerica. Okay, easy enough objective. Let's go ahead and bring my party to attention. Dremora, quickly, come to me. And let's get a good look at this beast of a fortress before we step inside. You know what? I have not looked in that. I wonder if that's a side way in. I gotta explore this. Hold on. Hold on! Oh, I am glad I came over here. So, right there's the entrance to this fortress. This looks like a word wall. Maybe not. Maybe it's just gonna be some loot. This is a very nice chest full of loot, actually. And another page of Weeb's Opus, page 2. Okay, so I'm down to only needing 3 left. 3 more. A menace with an insatiable hunger that plagued innocent travelers, simply trying to get home. It was my self-sworn task to hunt them down, one by one, and drive them from the skies. I assume he's talking about cliff racers. Their fury knew no bounds, and their war cry resonated across the land. They were the notorious cliff racers, and they had to be destroyed. On a particularly hot day during sun's height, I was cut off mid-sentence in another lost page. So...
air, ground, this is all wrong.
Well, it is the Soul Cairn. I don't know what you expect it to be. There, Serana. There are new shouts as of Dawnguard. I wonder if I'm going to get any of them in this Soul Cairn. This so looks like a word wall. I don't understand. Alright, I'm going to poke around a little bit and then probably just go straight on over into the fortress. Sure enough, nothing else around. Just the one chest up in the front there. A very odd looking word wall. A very suspicious looking word wall. What's a word wall doing in the Soul Cairn? Surely our ancient dragon shouting ancestors didn't travel to the Soul Cairn. Whoa!
Mother!
No way.
It can't be. Serana?
This was too easy. This is a barrier. Valerica.
Is it really you? I can't believe it. How do we get inside? We have to talk.
Serana, what are you doing here? Where's your father?
He doesn't know we're here. I don't have time to explain.
I must have failed. Harkon's found a way to decipher the prophecy, hasn't he?
Yep.
No, you've got it all wrong.
Yeah, no, she's right.
The prophecy our way, not his.
Huh.
Wait a moment. You've brought a stranger here? Have you lost your mind?
Seems like both your parents are crazy.
You, come forward. I would speak with you.
Oh, you would you?
So how has it come to pass that a vampire of mixed blood is in the company of my daughter?
Yeah, your daughter doesn't even hang out with us mixed bloods. Besides, I can turn into a vampire lord. What's up? I saved her from your foolish plan. I kind of want to go with the face check here. Let's face check her. I saved her.
I find your choice of words quite interesting, considering that Serana is in far more danger now than she was following my foolish plan. Serana has sacrificed everything to prevent Harkon from completing the prophecy.
She doesn't even know what she was doing.
I would have expected her to explain that to you.
You never explained it to her. That's why I'm here for the Elder Scroll.
You think I'd have the audacity to place my own daughter in that tomb for the protection of her Elder Scroll alone? The scrolls are merely a means to an end. The key to the tyranny of the sun is Serana herself.
Ah, interesting. What do you mean?
When I fled Castle Volkihar, I fled with 2 Elder Scrolls.
Huh.
The scroll I presume you found with Serana speaks of Ariel and his arcane weapon, Ariel's Wing.
Ariel is a male's name?
The second scroll declares that the blood of Cold Harbor's daughter will blind the eye of the dragon.
Huh. The blood of Cold Harbor's daughter. So is Serana, quote-unquote, Cold Harbor's daughter? How does Serana fit
Like
in?
myself, Serana was a human once. We were devout followers of Lord Molig Bal. Tradition dictates the females be offered to Molig Bal on his summoning day. Few survive the ordeal. Those that do emerge as a pure-blooded vampire.
Oh, that's bull. You're not pure
We
blood.
call such confluences the Daughters of Cold Harbor.
And is she the only one left? The tyranny of the sun requires Serana's blood?
Now you're beginning to see why I wanted to protect Serana, and why I've kept the other Elder Scroll as far from her as possible.
Are you saying Harkon means to kill her?
If Harkon obtained Auriel's bow, and Serana's blood was used to taint the weapon, the tyranny of the sun would be complete.
Complete.
In his eyes, she'd be dying for the good of all vampires.
I would never... I don't want to say this. It sucks that I don't have another option. I would totally give Serana up.
And how exactly do you plan on completing the prophecy without the death of my daughter?
I'll kill Harkon. I'll need your help. Perhaps her death is destined. I'll need your help.
Have you been listening to me? Like Serana, I'm a pure-blooded vampire. My presence on Tamriel is as much of a danger as hers.
And Serana's opinion in this?
You care nothing for Serana, or our plight. You see the tyranny of the sun as your chance at deification. And like Harkon, you won't hesitate to destroy anything that stands in your path.
Serana believes in me. Why won't you?
Serana? This stranger may call himself a vampire, but he knows nothing of our struggle. Why should I entrust you to him?
This stranger has done more for me in the brief time I've known him than you've done in centuries.
How dare you? I gave up everything I cared about to protect you from that fanatic you call a father.
But did you actually
Yes,
do
he's a
anything?
fanatic. He's changed. But he's still my father. Why can't you understand how that makes me feel?
Oh, Serana, if you'd only open your eyes. The moment your father discovers your role in the prophecy, that he needs your blood, you'll be in terrible danger.
So to protect me, you decided to shut me away from everything I cared about.
Yeah, good
You
plan.
never asked me if hiding me in that tomb was the best course of action.
Harkon
You
was
just
about to
expected
find
me
her,
to
too.
Follow you blindly. Both of you were obsessed with your own paths. Your motivations might have been different, but in the end, I'm still just a pawn to you two.
Amen,
I want us
Serana.
to be a family again, but I don't know if we can ever have that.
You're
Maybe we don't
vampires.
deserve that kind of happiness.
Silly.
Maybe it isn't for us. But we have to stop him before he goes too far. And to do that, we need the Elder Scroll.
I'm sorry, Serana. I didn't know. I didn't see.
Oh.
I've allowed my hatred of your father to estrange us for too long.
Whose eyes are closed now?
If you want the Elder Scroll, it's yours. Your intentions are still somewhat unclear to me, but for Serana's sake, I'll assist you in any way that I can.
Good. Do you have the Elder Scroll with you?
Yes. I've kept it safely secured here ever since I was imprisoned. Fortunately, you're in a position to breach the barrier that surrounds these ruins.
Am I really? What do we need to do?
You need to locate the tallest of the rocky spires that surround these ruins.
Okay.
At their bases, the barrier's energy is being drawn from unfortunate souls that have been exiled here.
Okay.
Destroy the keepers that are tending them, and it should bring the barrier down.
Huh. We'll return soon.
One more word of warning. There's a dragon that calls itself Durnehviir roaming the Cairn.
Durnehviir.
Be wary of him. The Ideal Masters have charged him with overseeing the Keepers, and will undoubtedly intervene if you're perceived as a threat.
Well, I've already killed 2 of the 3. Interesting. I was getting ready to say I've already killed all of them, but I guess there's a 3rd that I didn't know about. If I leave the Soul Cairn, can I safely return? Why haven't you pursued the prophecy? Let's see. Let's go Soul. Can I leave and
As you've
return?
been traveling in the Soul Cairn, your body has become attuned to it. Let's just say a tiny part of you rubbed off on it, and in its place, a bit of the Soul Cairn filled the void. You should find no difficulty using the portal any longer.
I didn't have difficulty to begin with. Why haven't you pursued the prophecy?
Harkon's vision is a world plunged in eternal darkness. where the vampire can flourish, and never again fear the tyranny
Doesn't
of the
really
sun.
work, though, because man
What he
needs the
fails
sun.
to realize is how much attention would be called to our kind if the prophecy came to fruition.
What sort of attention?
If
Dawnguard
eternal
attention.
night fell, there are many who wouldn't stand for
No
it.
joke.
They would raise armies in attempts to return things to normal. The order of the day would be our destruction, until every last vampire was hunted down and eliminated.
So you prefer living in the shadows?
I do. It's how the vampire has survived for millennia, and the only way we can continue to survive in the future.
So how did you become... Oh, come on. Come on. Up, up, up. Not going up. Boy, this
When I
dialogue.
entered the Soul Cairn, I had intended to strike a bargain with the Ideal Masters, the custodians of this place.
Custodians? That's a base term. What was the bargain?
I requested refuge in the Soul Cairn, and in exchange, I would provide the Ideal Masters the souls that they crave.
And how do you get souls from
If I
inside
had
the Soul
foreseen the
Cairn?
value they placed on my own soul, I would never have come here.
They tricked you.
The Ideal Masters unleashed their keepers and sent them to destroy me. Fortunately, I was able to hold them at bay and retreat into these ruins.
What? You became trapped.
Unfortunately, yes. Since the keepers weren't able to claim my soul, they had their minions construct a barrier that I'd never be able to breach.
You've been imprisoned here for all this time? Just as long as
Time has
Serana?
very little meaning to me. Consequently, it has little meaning to the Ideal Masters as well. I suppose you could call this the ultimate waiting game, each watching the other to see which will give in.
Echoes of your past life come to save you. Who are the Ideal Masters?
I know very little about them. They're mystic entities that lord over the Soul Cairn, controlling every aspect from its fabric to its appearance.
Huh. What do they resemble?
Well, some necromancers believe they are the crystalline structures dotting the Soul Cairn.
Yeah.
I believe there's more to it than that.
How so?
I think they transcend what we perceive as a physical form.
Surely.
Perhaps they were once corporeal beings, but they've obviously reached a point where they no longer require a tangible presence.
Deep, man. And the crystals?
Conduits, through which the Ideal Masters speak to their underlings and feed on their victims.
Why would they require sustenance?
The Ideal Masters' weakness is their insatiable hunger for pure souls.
Huh.
It's the reason for the Soul Cairn's existence, and the only leverage a necromancer has when bargaining with them.
What do the Masters provide in return? I already know the answer.
ability to summon powerful undead guardians, as one would conjure an Atronak or Daedra.
Huh.
However, the majority of necromancers that are foolish enough to enter into a bargain with the Ideal Masters wind up here, as harvested souls.
After probably providing them a number of souls. Alright, so I've exhausted
Be careful,
your
and keep
knowledge.
my daughter safe.
Yeah, I'll do a better job than you. Harkin was
Just kill
actually...
those keeper things and get back to the prison.
Harkin was actually really close to finding her, and so were the Dawnguard. Both of those would have had disastrous outcomes. At least for Serana's safety. Oh, excuse me. At least for Serana's safety. So, one more keeper, huh? I suppose that means there's one more tower. Yeah, well, that might be the last tower. The tower up in the distance over there. That kind of looks like it. I might be going the wrong way by going off to the left and up these stairs. I think I'm going to go this way anyway, though. And I think I'm going to be a little bit cautious of potential dangers. It's a dead end, isn't it? Oh, no, a chest. Not quite dead. Very lively. Lively with the treasure. And I think that treasure had a guardian. A mist man. I'm not incredibly concerned about La Mist Man.
There's no escape.
No escape for a fool who got tricked into ending up here. But for me, a very powerful vampire wizard. It's a whole different story. Okay, so we've got another big automatic soul gem, or I don't know, maybe I could find a different name for those now. Ideal conduit, something along those lines. There's souls along these lines. Let me grab one. Ho-ho. So, let's see. What have we got in this structure? It doesn't look like my objective, but I'm sure that there's something. I see a book on the floor right here. Just in case there's a page, I don't want to be rushed here. Let me... The Book of Life and Service. Have I already looked at that? I think I've already looked at that. 35, that value stands out to me. Alright, I do not see another page of Weeb's Opus. After seeing not a whole lot of depth to the fortress, I kind of feel like I may be missing some pages out here in the wilds, in the wastes of the Soul Cairn. I don't know, maybe not. I suppose there are a couple places out here I haven't been to yet. I am rectifying that mistake as we speak, though. Whoa! Huh. Something happened over there. Bits of Bone Man went flying! So we've got a keeper here, right? That's what this objective seems to indicate. Right here? Okay, it's a portal. Wow. The bottom of this tower is jacked up! So, me not seeing this tower makes me think that I was not thorough enough in looking this area over. And it makes me want to keep my eyes open for any little speck of terrain that might have a opus page in it. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go right over to this little structure real fast, make sure there's nothing there. Oh, and there is! Okay, this is going to be 8 of the total. This is page 7. I think I've only got 2 more pages after this one. Kill the Mistmen! That should handle him. I think I can ignore them from here on. Aha! Spell Tome Conjure Mistman. So this is going to be the third and final conjure spell that I get down here. So again, to look at positioning of this, the fortress is over there, and I'm really close to one of the 3 towers that has a keeper at it. And then, of course, the page is here as well. So let's see what Weeb has to say in page 7. Flat on my glass blade. There was no need for the innocent thing to die here today because of my stupidity. As the ash cloud cleared from being stirred up by its massive legs, the cliff racer brood approached. I held my sword high and prepared for the worst. The battle lasted 2 full days. I was beaten, clawed, bitten, and knocked down more times than I care to be cut off into. Alright, 2 more pages. Wow, just that there's only 2 pages. I really now think that that I've just missed them somewhere out here in the wastes. Matter of fact, this is another structure I've not been in. So let me climb to its apex. Aha, a portal. Likely going to go to a part of this that I can't reach. Let's see what I can reach though, just by going up the stairs. The Book of Life and Service. Apparently that is a very popular book here in the Soul Cairn. 1 shot. That's odd. Did not expect that to be a 1-shotter. Huh. Maybe that portal does just go straight up here to the top. There for a second I was thinking I was going to walk out on that cloth. That would have been disastrous.
Let's kill those.
Alright, this is probably going to cause me to just teleport right back up to the top of the spire and have to run back down, but I'm going to do it anyway. Blick 'em! Dude. The gross black. Yep, sure enough, straight to the top. Alright, well, let's go back over to that keeper spire. Silly soul thinks the magic fount is of fire to warm his hands. Ha! Alright, here we go. Up the portal. So I wonder if I'm going to be in a somewhat cramped space fighting this keeper. Let me go ahead and get my Dremora out. Apparently they already detect the fight incoming. Detect the keeper. Hopefully I don't blow him off the side of this. I've got a feeling I'm going to. Wow. Bunch of souls in audience, eh? When I kill the keeper, I think they'll all dissipate. I wonder if I'll actually get to see the top of this spire. Whoa! He's an archer keeper. That's kind of cool. That kind of defeats the purpose of being that big. But that's cool nonetheless. Oh yeah. Not gonna dual cast that one. I'm gonna double fist it. Oh, his body. Oh, his body. No, I'm not going to get to loot it, am I? It took off. Okay, well, that was the third keeper. If you happen to catch this video and you didn't watch my last one, I killed the other two keepers while I was exploring the wastes of the Soul Cairn, and I made a whole video of mainly just the side stuff in the Soul Cairn. I didn't know that I was completing this main quest when I did it. But the other two keepers are really easy to find. Of course, you've got an objective marker that leads you to them. But even easier, they're these other spires that have the light coming out of the top of them and the moving bits on the top of them. So they're not difficult to find. If you want to see the battle with them, it's in the previous video to this one. Eventually these will be in a playlist, and hopefully it'll be easy to navigate. Alright, let's get back to Valerica. Matter of fact, let me summon my horse to do so. Ha! Interesting to note, the second I summoned him, one of my Dremora died. So he does count as like one of your two conjure, one of your two pets, I guess. That means that if you don't have the perk for twin souls, for having two summons out at once, then you can only have Arvak, your special little horse. I wonder what that dragon is that she was talking about. She said something about the dragon's supposed to watch over the keepers. I would love to fight a dragon in the Soul Cairn, especially if it was a, what did she say its name was? Durnehviir or something like that. Especially if it was like a non-standard dragon. If it was like a skeletal dragon, or I don't know, maybe like a total ethereal dragon. That would be cool. Ah, you are free!
You managed to destroy all three keepers? Very impressive.
Are you able to give us the scroll now?
Yes. Please follow me.
Oh, horsey.
Keep watch
What?
for Durnehviir.
Durnehviir.
With the prison's barrier down, he's almost certain to investigate.
Durnehviir, that's what she said it was. Let's step into Dawnguard. More spires. Oh boy. Slay Durnehviir. Well, here we are. You know what? Call me crazy. I'm probably gonna die from this, but I just wanna be a totally BA vampire fighting a dragon. Is that too much to ask? Is it too much to ask that I just be an awesome lord of the vampires and I use it to kill dragons? I don't think it's too much to ask. Matter of fact, I think it's awesome. Oh, that's right, I've got Serana with me. I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm actually the weakest ever. Like, I'm weaker than I was when I was level 10 right now. Oh god, that's not doing any damage at all to him. Yeah, man, that bugs me so much. That's so crappy. That's such an atrocious glitch. I gotta come out of it. I gotta come out of the form. I can't deal. It's not gonna work. It's gonna take me forever to kill Durnehviir. Alright, let's do this the old-fashioned way. With the colorful bits. Let me go ahead and pop up another quick save there too, so I don't end up screwing myself up. I'm gonna whip out another Dremora Lord just because I feel like it. Haha! He was gonna breathe some fire, but he found out that mages can impact. Yes! Dual cast destruction spells for the win. Where are these spells coming from? I keep seeing these gigantic, like Path of Frost. I don't remember what that spell's called. Shoots out like a giant frost ball that leaves an area of effect frost spell in its wake. Go down, little bone men. You have no right challenging me in my summons. Durnehviir won't come down. I guess I could Dragon Rend him, couldn't I? That would be smart, I think. I'm not using any of my other shouts anyway. Let's see if I can get him from here. I'm not sure. That range might... Oh, I think I got him. Oh, I don't want to... No, not another summon. Yeah, here we go. I'm going to get huge damage on him. You are probably... Oh, come on. Duel. Duel it again. And another double. Duel it one more time. And Durnehviir, oh wow, he is kind of wicked looking, isn't he? He does look like, oh, his flesh is like dripping off of his bones. Do I not get a soul? Well, let me search him. I don't get to search him either? That's rotten. No dragon soul and no searching of Durnehviir. If I can avoid talking to her, I want to look around this courtyard real fast. It looks like it's just big enough to potentially hide a couple pages of Weeb's opus. If I don't find anything, though, this could get quite boring indeed. Let's chop. Oh, hey, a tip occurred to me. I didn't need to use it at all because I'm super pro. But if you're having trouble with this fight, I believe that these are the healing founts. I'm pretty sure they are. I'm not hurt at all right now. I guess I could use equilibrium real quick just to confirm. Let me see. I don't even remember what equilibrium is. Alteration? Yeah, there it is. Hurt me! Give me mana! I know I don't need the mana. That's fine, though. I am not being healed. Okay, so I may be totally wrong about that. So don't be fooled thinking that you can heal in those. You cannot. That is inconsistent. I don't like that. Okay, so I've done a circle around the courtyard. I've found no additional pages of Weeb's opus. I'm going to check up top here real fast. I don't think anything's up here, though. So I guess I'm going to proceed downward and talk to Valerica.